We're going to try and just... One, two. Ah, can you hear me now? I would start speaking, but I need my soapbox. It's very important. Somebody stole my soapbox. I just want to get everybody in if we can. If you can sort of come in, guys, if you can just kind of nuzzle in a bit so we can make some room for people to come in from the back. And if you're downstairs, you might want to come up. I don't know. Can you hear me downstairs? Can you hear me downstairs? Well, I could start speaking, I suppose. I guess I am speaking. Soapbox? Yes, my soapbox is coming. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes, my soapbox. Thank you. Well, I tell you what, I was expecting something amazing, but I wasn't really expecting this. It's incredible. Sorry that it's a squeeze, and I'm sorry that it's hot. I hope you guys are okay, and I hope you can have a nice time looking around at everything. But can I just say, to start off with, I'm blown away by the fact that you guys all came from so far, all around the world, to actually be here with us tonight. It's incredible to have all these fantastic faces that I've never seen before, lots of faces that I have seen before, lots of work that I've seen before, and I feel like I know you, but we're all in one room, finally together. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. It's amazing. I feel a little bit lost for words. I was quite nervous. I mean, I had my press night last night, you know, and that's where I'm sort of speaking to people who don't know what stereo is. Tonight, I'm speaking to a room full of experts in stereoscopy, right? So I have to be really careful. But I am so proud of all of you who contributed to the book. It's incredible. It's much better than I even imagined. And the book started off quite small, and it grew and grew and grew, and suddenly I realized it was very important, because this is a statement of what stereoscopy is in the 21st century. And it's a statement also about how everyone felt about their time in lockdown. We were all alone in lockdown, right? We're all together now, thank God, for a while, let's hope. But I think the book is such an important statement, and I wanted to make sure that every one of you, to begin with, has a copy of the book. If you don't have a copy of the book, we will sort that, okay? But I hope you enjoy your copies. And I'm really here just to say thank you. I can't do a speech about how to take stereo pictures, because you all know. I can't really do a story about how stereography was born, because you all know that too, right? Yeah. I can point over there to Sir Charles Wheatstone, and I think we should all raise a cheer for Charles Wheatstone. Yeah. Who made all this happen. Yeah. You'll notice there isn't a picture of David Brewster up here, because, not that I have anything against him, but you know, so many sources will tell you that David Brewster invented stereoscopy, and he didn't. He did a lot for it. He did adapt things, and he managed to popularize it in a sense. But you know, a lot of David Brewster's mission was to kind of deny Charles Wheatstone the honour of what he created. So I'm very happy that all of us, put Charles Wheatstone back in the place that he deserves, because he is the father of stereoscopy. Right? 3 cheers! For hip hip! It's amazing. Well, I hope that you'll have enough time here tonight to take in some of the treasures. And these are your treasures. This is your night. You are the photographers here, so I hope you enjoy your work and the work of your friends. It's a real community that we have here. I'm very conscious, you know, and I've helped to create it, but all of you have been creating it by interacting with each other, helping each other, educating each other, encouraging each other, and that's very important. In a community like this, it's not all plain sailing. It never would be. It's like Queen in the early days, where we all have the same kind of dream, but we fight about it. You know, we disagree about how it's going to be, and that's the creative process. So you're all artists, and we are artists for some kind of reason, and I don't think any of us really know what that reason is. We're artists because we have something to say inside us, and we want to be heard. And in the clamour of the world, it's quite hard to be heard. And so if somebody's standing beside you who has the same dream, he wants to be heard too, she wants to be heard too. So there can be a conflict. It's like, no, I want to be heard. No, I want to be there. We're all like that. But in a sense, you have to keep reminding yourself that the community is something greater than the sum of its parts. And we all benefit much more than we suffer. So what I'm saying is, don't expect things to be easy. We communicate with each other, we share ideas, we're very possessive about our ideas. We're all the same, but we're artists, and artists do suffer. You can expect to suffer. That's the name of the game. You know, we're not in it for just commercial reasons or whatever. None of us are. You know, we're in it because we have a voice and we want to use our voice. We have a talent and we want to use our talent. So I would encourage you, even if things get tough, and criticism is very hard to take, but we are a community which has to be critical of each other. We have to be, because that's the way things progress. So if you show your picture to someone, they'll go, oh yeah, I really like that, yeah, but you know what you've done here, this is the stereo window is fucked. You know? Excuse me. But you know, and for a moment you feel upset, you know, but what's happening is you're getting feedback. Now, this happened to me a very long time ago. I'm a very old man. And no, seriously, and I joined the Stereoscopic Society about 300 years ago. And the old guys there were incredibly critical of me. I always remember we had a thing called a folio in those days, and we would submit our stereo pictures, and they'd go in an envelope, and they would be physically sent around the country in a little box, which is a bit dodgy. You wouldn't think of doing that these days. But you know, and everybody that the box came to who was in this folio book would write their comments on. And I tell you, the comments were vicious. It's like, you know, this is really hopeless. You know, you don't understand what the foreground is. You know, all this kind of stuff. And I think I went through this business of being hurt, but it was my formative time. You know, this is why I know a bit about it now. But none of us know everything. We have some real experts here tonight, and I'm so happy. I'm honoured to have experts. You know who you are. But all of us know that it's never over. You never know everything that there is to know about stereophotography. So I don't think any of us should go around treating the world like we are the expert. We are learning, and because we are learning, that's why we're great. Okay? Yeah, I feel strongly about this artist thing, and I appreciate the fact that you've all come so far. And it makes me feel very humble. I'm going to say a few things about the subjects. To me, we reveal a lot about ourselves in what we take pictures of. We think we're taking a picture of a view. We're actually taking a picture of how we feel about the view. That's what photography is to me. And so that's why this book is so valuable, and that's why I insisted that everybody who sent us a picture sent us a few words as well. And this goes back to T.R. Williams, who did Scenes in Our Village in 1853 or so. He chronicled his own little village where it seems he grew up as a kid. Took pictures of people talking, the old mill, the pig farm or whatever. They would be just pictures. They're beautiful pictures, but on the back of every card that we put the stereo pictures on was a little verse. And I urge you to, you can see it in my book, which I wrote with Elena Vidal, A Village Lost and Found. It's right there. There's still some copies left. I don't want to sell them to you, but I want you to see it. And what it does, these pictures with the captions reveal what was in his heart. And that's what I feel is happening in this book. I leaf through the book and I love the pictures anyway, but as soon as the captions started coming in, my heart leapt, because I realised that these were absolutely revealing what you guys felt during that lockdown time. And it was hard, wasn't it? It was really hard, because we kind of lost hope that we would ever be in a situation like this again. So to me, this book is very precious. I don't think I'm overstating the fact that I think it's a milestone. I think this is actually bringing modern stereoscopy into the 21st century. Because there's never been a book like this before, never, ever. And I'm very proud of what behind you is our little shop. And most of the books that we published are there, and I'm really proud of them all. I started off with Elena Vidal in a Village Lost and Found. We did Stereoscopy quite recently, which is the kind of the technical side of stereoscopy and the historical side of it. And it's a little heavy for people who are not really into it. This book is the counterpart to that. This is easily understandable by everyone. You just open it up and there are the pictures. And it's now, it's not history, it is now. So this is very important to me. I want to say a few thank yous as well, if I may, and I forgot a couple last night, and I feel really bad about forgetting last night. One is Sally. I don't know where Sally is. She's my wonderful PA. Take a bow, Sally. I want to thank Sarah Falk, who did an amazing bit of editing for us. Where is she? Please take a bow. She did some great editing for us. And got us out of some sticky situations, because it was very hard formatting all this stuff for the book, because you had to put it in a form which everybody would be able to view without getting headaches. So, you know, I appreciate your thanks on that. Apart from that, I've got to say again thank you to Alex Proud. I don't know if he's here. He's the owner of this gallery, and he's given us this wonderful place, allowed us to completely demolish it, redecorate it, and cover it with our stuff. And he's given it to us for 5 months. It's incredible. Thank you, Alex. So we have here not just the launch of a book that I'm incredibly proud of, and I'm incredibly proud of all you guys. Not only that, but for 5 months we have a centre, we have a kind of foothold. Stereoscopy has a foothold in London again. A little shop is a gallery. And this hasn't happened since 1858. Okay? It's amazing. So, I feel like I want to say more, but I don't want to keep you too much in this heat. Move around. There's 3 sections to it. This is you guys. This is Stereoscopy is good for you, darling. This here, which is going to have a curtain which goes all the way across. This is the Victorian Emporium. So there you will find the birth of 3D and the early pioneers. Reached on onwards, people like James Elliott, T.R. Williams, my hero. Downstairs is Queenland. Downstairs is Queen in 3D, so it's my history in 3D and the history of Queen and all that stuff. So enjoy all the 3 sections, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming to this exhibition and being part of this. Not just participating in the book, not just coming here, but thank you for the spirit that you've given Stereoscopy in this century. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. And I hope I did selfies with just about everyone, but if I didn't, you're welcome to come. Before I fall down.